Hey everyone, let's talk about exponential growth and decay. Let's start with question number 1. In 1995, there were 85 rabbits in Central Park. The population increased by 8.5% each year. How many rabbits were in Central Park in 2005? Well, first thing you need to identify is whether or not it's a growth question or a decay question. There's one key word here, increased. That's telling us that it's increasing. That's a growth equation. So let's get our equation out so we know what we're doing. Our equation is y equals a times 1 plus r to the power of t. I'm going to zoom up on this a little bit here, make it a little bit easier. So y is what we're going to be looking for. A is the initial value. So if you look at the question, the initial value was there were 85 rabbits. So it's telling us right away that's how many the initial value was. Times 1 plus r. R is the rate, which is 8.5%. But we don't use 8.5. We need to convert it. So it's 0.085. The last thing we need is the t, which is time in years. Well, if it started in 1995 and ended in 2005, that's 10 years. So we need to put to the power of 10. So from this point, you can enter the whole entire problem on your calculator. 85 parentheses 1 plus 0.085, close your parentheses, to the power of 10. Our answer is there would be 192.18. So roughly 192 rabbits. So let's take a look at the second question. The second question says John bought a new car for $20,000. If the car depreciates at a rate of 16% each year, what will the value of the car be after 3 years? Keyword there, depreciates. That means it's decaying at a rate of 16%. Other things we can look for, the initial value is $20,000. And our last bit of information, 3 years. Those are the 3 pieces of information we need. Now the decay formula is very similar to the growth one. It starts with initial value. It has a 1, but this time it's minus r as opposed to plus r. So let's just plug in our numbers. Y equals 20,000 times 1 minus, if it's 16%, it's 0.16 to the power of 3. So now all we need to do is enter this in our calculator. 20,000 parentheses 1 minus 0.16, close your parentheses, to the power of 3. After 3 years, the car will only be worth $11,854.08. So key thing is here, when you're reading these questions, you need to know whether it's a growth question or a decay question. So looking at these two key words, increased, it's a growth question. Depreciates, it's a decay question.